So, Evan Peters is best known for playing different roles on the season-shifting American Horror Story. And he also plays Quicksilver in X-Men Days of Future Past. He's 28 years old, and you've all probably seen at least one movie or TV show with him. Early life. He was born January 20th, 1987 in St. Louis, Missouri, to Phil and Julie Peters. That's Phil, and that's Julie, obviously. And he's the youngest out of 3 kids. His sister Michelle and his brother Andrew. I interviewed his sister on Instagram through DM, and I asked her, would you be willing to tell me how Evan was like when he was younger? And she replied with, he was really outgoing and funny as a little kid. He would always crack us up all the time. He was always interested and involved in many things like learning piano, playing the guitar, and hockey. And it's obvious that Evan still possesses these characteristics. And Twister stated, Evan used to do one-man plays when he was in elementary and middle school. He always wanted to entertain people as a little kid, and he's still doing that today. His teen years. When he was 15, his dad got a promotion and family moved to Grand Blanc, Michigan. He pursued modeling and acting classes. Okay, where is this video? I'm going to show you a video from when he was 15 or 14, I believe, and it's from one of his photo shoots he did.
I like science because if acting doesn't work out, then what's up towards it wasn't. Can I call you Bobby?
You sure can.
Thank you, Bobby. I really love being around photographers and people that
You take pictures?
of that nature.
So, he attended Grand Blanc School in Michigan, and stated by IMB. And Design Trend said that later on that year he moved to LA with his mom to continue his acting career. He then attended Burbank High School in LA and later on that year he began to be homeschooled to focus more on acting. His successful teen years. Stated by Ace Showbiz, he got the lead role when he was 17 in Clipping Adam as Adam in 2004. This led to 3 more movies later that year. The next movie he was in Sleepover, and he played Russell, and he was in The Days, a TV show, and he played Seth Wasmer. He had many success in 2005 also. He starred in a TV show for about 2 years called Invasion, and he played Jesse Varon. Oh wait, I forgot to say, he was in Phil of the Future too. He was in Invasion and he played Jesse Varon. In 2006, he was only working on Invasion, but once the show ended in late 2006, he began to work on the TV show An American Crime as Ricky Hobbs. After that movie, he took a short break for about 2 years to just, take a break. And in 2006, he began working on a lot of movies and TV shows. He was in Remarkable Power as Ross. He was in Guardians of the Night as Rachel and Brian. And then he was in Never Back Down as Max Cooperman. And he was on the TV show One Tree Hill for about a season or so, and he was Jack Daniels. And then he took another break. He took a break to go to college and fall back on meteorology just in case acting wasn't going to work out for him, stated by Fandomania. He believed that he wouldn't be successful with acting anymore since he was growing up and he was getting hired less and less. But after the break, Evan's old manager contacted him and said that they wanted to do a sequel for Never Back Down, and they were going to call it Never Back Down 2. He agreed and made the movie. He starred as Max Cooperman in the sequel to Never Back Down, and this began to motivate Evan to audition for a new TV show. But he didn't know that this TV show would lead to his breakout performance. Evan auditioned for the show and he got the part. His breakout performance was on the TV show American Horror Story that's still on FX. The writers of American Horror Story loved Evan and they casted him, stated by Examiner. So American Horror Story is a show, and it's like an American Horror Story. I know. And each season's a different story. And yeah, so far there's been 5 seasons, and the 6th one's confirmed, and the 5th season's still on TV right now. It comes on every Wednesday. And Evan has played Kate Langdon in the 1st season, the 2nd season, Kit Walker, the 3rd season, Kyle Spencer, the 4th one, Jimmy Darling, and 5th one that's on TV right now, Mr. March. Like I said before, it's currently on FX and it comes on every Wednesday, and it's a really good show. And the first 4 seasons are on Netflix if you want to watch them. The most recent movies he's been in are X-Men, Days of Future Past as Quicksilver. He has been in Safe Flight as Charles, and he was recently in The Lazarus Effect in 2015, and he stars as Clay. His current life is really, laid back, kind of. Right now, he is the 302nd most famous person in the world, stated by Hot Birthdays. And going back to what his sister said about him being a silly, outgoing child, Evan described himself recently as, a lot of people don't know that I'm a really silly guy. I don't take anything seriously, and it takes a lot of energy for me to take something seriously. Stated by Brandon Quote. He's currently seeing his ex-fiancée, Emma Roberts, and they're supposedly dating. And he's working on many more movies, such as X-Men, Apocalypse, and he stars as Quicksilver again. And one of his closest friends is his American Horror Story co-star, Taissa Farmiga. And they're really close since they kind of had a love interest on American Horror Story for 2 seasons. Evan is a really successful actor. He accomplished his childhood dream, which was entertaining people, and he's doing that now. A lot of people really like his acting and adore him, including me. And I recommend you to go watch some of his movies or TV shows if you haven't seen them, like American Horror Story. And hopefully you'll take time to check them out.